Hi everyone, I am Rohan Basuroy from the University of Utah, and today I'll talk about forever chemicals, which includes PFAS, PFCs, and hydrofluorocarbons. We will discuss ForgetMeNot, which is about understanding and modeling the impact of forever chemicals towards sustainable large-scale computing. This work is a joint collaboration between the University of Utah, IIT Tirupati, and Northeastern University. The major forever chemicals that are used in various steps of semiconductor manufacturing are hereby shown in these slides. These include PFAS, hydrofluorocarbons, and other compounds like NF3 and SF6. They are very harmful for the environment as they have extremely high global warming potential, which is thousands of times higher than that of carbon dioxide. The global warming potential of a chemical is determined by its radiative efficiency and the number of years it stays alive in atmosphere. As we can see here that these forever chemicals have very high radiative efficiency and they stay alive in atmosphere for thousands of years. That's why they're termed as forever chemicals, as they are almost forever alive and have very high global warming potential. Despite their heavy use during manufacturing of computing systems, their global warming impact is not currently accounted for in sustainability focused systems research. The systems research community has modeled and considered the impact of embodied carbon emissions during the manufacturing of systems and operational carbon emissions during the operational lifetime of systems. But this does not capture the global warming impact from fluorinated compounds or from forever chemicals and their emissions during the manufacturing of these computing systems. ForgetMeNot aims to bridge these gaps in systems research by modeling and understanding the impact of forever chemicals during the manufacturing of computing systems. In ForgetMeNot, we examine the key steps in semiconductor manufacturing pipeline that emits these fluorinated compounds or forever chemicals. They are primarily emitted through plasma cleaning, etching, photolithography, and the cooling process, and they are very much essential for the precision of these processes, but at the same time they are very much environmentally persistent. Emissions depends on the node size, that is their nanometer technology, and the lithography technique used, and we frequently see that newer hardware contribute to larger emissions. Various steps from the fabrication to final testing contribute towards these emissions, and this highlights that there is a need for targeted emission control across various steps of the fluorinated compound emissions across the semiconductor manufacturing pipeline. To achieve these targeted emission control, ForgetMeNot models emissions from key sources of fluorinated compound emissions by integrating fabrication facility specific practices, reference older hardware parameter, and newer hardware specifications of the hardware that is being manufactured. Please refer to our paper for more details on the derivation of these emissions modeling equations. ForgetMeNot also enables fabs or fabrication facilities to estimate emissions of new hardware before designing the manufacturing pipeline. This allows analysis and optimization of emissions from each of the source of emission to support sustainable manufacturing decisions. Also, ForgetMeNot enables facilities to explore different trade-offs such as adjusting hardware design or optimizing steps like reducing chamber cleaning or increasing the number of etching steps to minimize the emissions without compromising on the quality. With the help of our modeling, a service provider has the opportunity to reduce the environmental impact by procuring hardware components that meet performance goals while reducing emissions through manufacturing. If data center operators used hardware that emits lower emissions during manufacturing, then it would influence the demand for specific components, which will lead to fabrication facilities to prioritize the production of these low emission hardware while reducing the manufacturing of components with higher emissions. This is a market driven approach which could indirectly drive optimization in manufacturing practices to produce more sustainable hardware. ForgetMeNot is a tool for modeling forever chemical emissions in chip manufacturing, and it enables sustainable hardware decision making. Please look into our Sigmetrics 2025 paper for more details on the derivation of fluorinated compound usage per manufacturing steps, different methodologies to determine fabrication facility specific practices from public data, analysis of emissions from various hardware manufacturing, and how can data center operators use ForgetMeNot to build sustainable servers. Thank you for your attention.